Hello, I'm Clen Weinberger and I'm a freelance consultant. I'd like to talk about who to put on the author list on the title page of your manuscript. Authorship's important for your professional or academic standing and may be required for continuing grant support of your research. So let's talk about the guidelines for determining who can be included in the list of authors on the title page of your research paper. Now, the author instructions of most peer-reviewed journals include a paragraph that gives their requirements for authorships, and most journals follow the recommendations of the ICMJE, which is the International Committee of Medical Journal Editors. Their requirements are intended to ensure that the investigators who made significant contributions to a study are given credit and as authors, and to show who's responsible for what's published. Some journals request and publish what each of the authors have contributed to the research, and the ICMJE recommends that all authors satisfy all four of the following. The first is they've made a substantial contribution to the conception or design of the research, or the acquisition, analysis, or interpretation of the data that's obtained, and drafting the work or revising it critically for important intellectual content, and final approval of the version to be published, and agreement to be accountable for all aspects of the work, and in ensuring that questions related to the accuracy or integrity of any part of the work are appropriately investigated and resolved. So again, those listed as authors should meet all four criteria for authorship, and all who meet the four should be on the list. Those who do not meet all four can be named in the acknowledgments section of the paper. So these requirements are meant to limit the author list to those who are actively involved in the study, and also can take responsibility for the results and their interpretation. Your colleagues who meet the first requirement should also have the opportunity to participate in the review, drafting, and final approval of the manuscript. And most of the time, you can identify the authors when you plan the study. That is, when you are writing the protocol and or the description that will be reviewed by the local ethics committee or the institutional review board. Now, the corresponding author is the one who communicates with the journal during the submission, peer review, and the publication process. And the corresponding author also ensures all the administrative duties, like providing details of the author contributions, the clinical trial registrations if needed, ethics committee approval, and getting the other authors to submit their conflict of interest statements are completed on time. And the corresponding author should consider sharing all the communications with the journal with all the authors. Colleagues who meet fewer than all four authorship requirements can be acknowledged in that section of the paper, and their contributions, for example, could be providing administrative support, writing and or technical language editing and proofreading. Other contributions to be acknowledged could be providing valuable scientific advice, critical review of the study, protocol or manuscript, collecting data, providing patient care, or just participating in the writing or technical editing of the manuscript. So that's a summary of what's required if you are to be on the title page of your publication manuscript. I hope it's been a help, and feel free to consult the internet guidelines either at the publication or the editors committee that I mentioned. Good luck, good writing, and good publishing. Talk to you next time.